Welcome back to more Animal Crossing New Horizons. Last time we took a boat tour and met Brewster, who will be coming to our town in a couple days. This time, we're going to go over a few more things that were added in the 2.0 update. So first of all, I want to go to the airport, which should be right over here. I'm honestly curious to see how this goes, because a very common complaint about the airport is how wordy it can be, and honestly it doesn't look like it's gotten any better, unfortunately. We need to go to Harv's Island, because we got a letter from him last time telling us to visit. All packed up and stuff? Yep. Alright, let's get you airborne. They're the one, this is Dodo Tower, Wilbur, you copy, got a walker who needs wings, over. Roger, ready when you are. Okay, have a good flight, friend, and when you need to travel, just think, what would dodos do? The dodo has landed. Hold on, Harvey is AWOL. Not like him to abandon his post, or do much of anything, really. Except, there's a new path over there. Land-based recon's not my area, so looks like it's up to you. So, Harv's Island has been overhauled. There is now another path. So did you get the little note I sent ya? Well, you must have, since you're here. I'm so excited to share this with you. This right here is going to be the heart of our new collective. I've really put my soul into this. But I've had plenty of help from all kinds of folks along the way, like my old pal Harriet here. We go way back. You can call her Hattie for short if you want. You most certainly cannot call me that, Harv. Only you can call me that. Sorry, sugar, I'm Harriet. It's nice to finally meet you. I've heard all about you from Harv here. Well, there you have it. So, where was I? Oh right, my dream collective. Well, this is what I envision as the heart of the movement. A central plaza filled with co-ops. Now here's the business part, where it gets kinda ugly. I hate even talking about bells, you know? But a co-op can't build itself without a little cooperation, so I think the best idea is to have a little fundraiser. Every time we raise enough capital for a co-op, we get a new one going. Golly, did I just say capital? Well, I suppose that's my sales pitch. Sorry, I never was cut out for sales. But I'd be mighty grateful if you were interested in helping us realize this dream. Even if it's only a little bit at a time, every little bit helps. Oh, that's great! Out of this world! I knew I could count on you to help me, Jonathan. I actually got another old pal to volunteer as well. You know my buddy Lloyd, don't ya? Well, he was so kind as to reach out to some of his pals, also named Lloyd, and they'll all be volunteering. So when you're ready, just go ahead and talk to any old Lloyd about which co-op he's collecting for. Feel free to explore the area, meditate, or snack on some vegan pumpkin, I don't know what that word is, if the mood strikes. Thanks again for helping us, and I'll see you around. So, we have a ton of shops to unlock. This actually kind of reminds me of the campground setup in New Leaf. It's not exactly the same, obviously, because we have to actually pay money to unlock all these. Unfortunately, I forgot to get bells. This is a problem, actually, because from what I recall, this is kind of expensive, and I have 3,000 bells at the moment, so let's talk to one and see what happens. Hello, good friend. We are accepting donations to fund a mysteriously accurate fortune teller, chum. Our goal is 100,000 bells. Currently we have 0 bells in donations, which is just lovely, isn't it? We still need 100,000 bells. If you can spare even a single bell, great! We appreciate your support, friend. I see. Well, I look forward to your support in the future, pal. So I am going to have to go back and collect some bells. I have a question. Oh good, we can't place items. I had this idea of like, would it be possible to get one of the ABD dispensers, or like bell dispensers, and place one here so I could basically get bells out every time, but I guess that's not an option, so we're gonna have to go back to town, unfortunately. So yeah, in general, there definitely might be a little too much dialogue to get here, which is kind of my biggest issue with this being connected to the airport, is having to go through this dialogue every time you want to go here. Alright, so let's head over to the resident services to get bells and also go over some other things. Also, while I'm here, I actually got a blue rose, finally. Only one though, so I'm not having the best luck of getting more, sadly, but it's a start. It only took like a year and a half to get a blue rose. That's how rare they are. Ah, Jonathan, hello. Say, I sent you a notice about this through the mail already, but you can expand your home storage even further now. Exciting, Just like last time, you'll need to pay the construction fees up front. With a few additional upgrades, we could boost your maximum storage by a considerable amount. So if you want to expand your home storage even further, come find me so we can talk about your home. We're not going to worry about that right now, we're instead going to check the Nook stop, because wow, a lot has been added here. It's a good thing I have 200,000 Nook miles, because there is a lot to see here. This is the wrong section. It is the other one. So, we have a lot. We have a bunch of new, like, recipes and little apps and designs for a character. There are new recipes for a ton of things, like this little donation box, a storage shed, but we also have a ton of other things, like I'm pretty sure this is new, a fire hydrant, street lights, this little like trash can here, that's new, this is new, crosswalks, more street lights, little flower beds, new types of benches. The amount of new stuff in this update is ridiculous. Statistically, counting variations, like color variations and different patterns for some of the items that were added, counting those, it's been discovered that about 9,000 items were added. Obviously not counting variations, that number would be a lot smaller, but still that is nothing to sneeze at. That is a ridiculous amount of new features. So yeah, we'll have to go over this at some point. I'll probably buy a lot of this off-screen and try to decorate my town accordingly, because honestly, because of having to order everything one at a time, this is going to take a very long time to buy everything I want. So we're just gonna focus on a few things for now. Island Life 101 service. Your order has been processed. Please place your Nook phone near the terminal to receive the app data. Your app has been installed. Thank you for using the Nook Stop. I installed Island Life 101. Now I'll get lots of helpful advice and info on living here through my Nook phone. That is extremely not helpful as someone who's been playing daily since the beginning, but it is a great feature for people who are just starting out. Yeah, we also have recipes galore. I actually don't know if I'll buy all of these on screen because this might take a really long time. So yeah, I might just get some of these off-screen. This is big though, the chef recipes. They are adding in cooking ingredients, so you will be able to basically cook. How we get the ingredients, unfortunately we can't right away because we would need to talk to Leaf and buy stuff from him, so it'll be a while. Your app has been updated, thank you for using the Nook Stop. Oh cool, my DIY Recipes app was upgraded to DIY Recipes Plus. Time to find the kitchen and get cooking. I really wish the character didn't feel the need to pose after every time, and then having to re-enter this menu every time. But yeah, this is kind of what I meant earlier about the airport. A lot of things are just not streamlined at all in this game, so you have to go through like a ton of menus to get to things. You can't buy in bulk still, you can't craft in bulk, so yeah, things take a while. I kind of wish more quality of life updates were introduced. Apparently some things have actually been introduced, like sometimes Isabelle will tell you if like a special visitor is around town. Looks like my camera app got upgraded with a new mode. I can't wait to take some more photos. We'll have to go over that at a later time because people are having a very fun time with the camera. The camera is actually really fun now, from what I've seen. But yeah, we'll worry about that a little bit later. For now, we still have a lot more to go. Yeah, hairstyles, decorating, custom design patterns plus. I actually don't remember what this is, if it's just more storage, if there's some new features to the design app. I don't think there are new features, I think it's just additional storage or something. A lot of people have been debating why this is all at once, and I kind of feel the same way, but at the same time, I'm almost used to it because New Leaf did it that way, but it also wasn't promised as a live service game. Ooh, now I can use patterns with the custom design app, including Sable's handmade patterns. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that entails just yet. I guess we'll find out a little bit later. Pro decorating license. I'm pretty sure this is what allows you to like put things on like the ceiling, so like ceiling fans and stuff like that. But I don't think I have any items like that yet. I'm pretty sure a lot of those would probably be useful for, like, the DLC. I see, this totally makes sense. I got my Pro Decorating license. Now I can use accent walls and ceiling items to realize my vision. I wonder how Happy Home Paradise would go if you didn't have that. Like, one, if it'd be possible, and two, like, how limiting it would be if you could only use items that you could put on walls and floors and not anything on the ceiling, because that was a big deal in Happy Home Designer. Okay. I see, this totally makes sense. Well, I can customize fencing. Now there are no barriers to mixing things up with colorful fencing. This is great because, you can basically have more fence designs, like different colors of the same type of fence, so it's a lot more, like, there's a lot more variations of things. Again, this is kind of what I meant earlier about how technically, like, 9,000 items have been added, but, like, a lot of them are just color variations of the same item, so it's not as big of a number as it sounds. I see, this totally makes sense. Well, I learned some new reactions. I can press the R to see all of them and show everyone what I'm thinking. And yeah, they added new reactions. This really was a huge update, like a ridiculously huge update, after a fairly long time of not a whole lot being added, and then a ton gets dropped all at once here. I definitely feel like they could have added things over time, but maybe for the sake of convenience, it just made more sense to drop everything at once. This totally makes sense. I learned some new hairstyles. I bet I'll look pretty fab with these. I just need a vanity or a mirror. And I'm pretty sure, like, there are a couple of recipes left, and, like, yeah, a couple of recipes, and a ton of items. I'm actually just gonna get those off screen, to be honest, because this is gonna, yeah, take forever. I have almost 200,000 miles still, so yeah, I'll be here for a bit just ordering stuff, and probably next day, since the museum will be closed, I'll just spend that day, just designing my town. We'll check back in the day after to see what's actually changed and go over the cafe and a few of the other things that have been added in the update. We are not even getting to the DLC for a while because of just how much was added in the free part of the 2.0 update. Alright, so we have our 100,000 bells, so we need to make our way back to Harv's Island. You know, I like the island tours from the boat, but one, it kind of sucks that you can only go on one tour a day, and two, I kind of wish Captain could also take you to, Harv's Island, because I feel like that would actually be faster, like, assuming you can actually skip cutscenes and stuff. I think it would be less, time than going through all this dialogue every time. Like, this, flavor text is cool the first time, but then it just kind of gets old as it sort of slows down the pacing. Alright, so we're back to Harv's Island. This place, other than the photo mode, didn't really have much of a purpose until now, so it makes sense to put it here. Again, it just feels a little bit time-consuming getting back here. So we have the 100,000 bells, so we're going to donate all of them at once, to finish funding this. Luckily there is an as much as possible option. May have 100,000 bells as a donation, friend. We just reached our goal of 100,000 bells. Isn't that great? The new co-op will open soon. Alright, we reached our donation goal. Unfortunately, I get why it's this way, but I'm not the biggest fan of this. You can only donate to one a day. Hello, good friend. We are no longer accepting donations. Come back another day, pal. So, I get why it's like this. I mean, you can time travel if you really want everything unlocked immediately, but if you play as intended, you'll unlock all of the shops here over time. Holy cow, there are a lot of shops here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 700,000 bells, so I hope you've saved up if you've been playing the game a lot. I feel like this is great though for long-term goals, and that was a thing that where this game struggled for a while, was long-term goals. This definitely gives you something to work towards for a very, very long time. Especially if you haven't been like me and been playing since launch. If you basically took a long break since like last year, you will definitely have to spend some time earning enough bells to fund all this. But honestly, that is great, because that was one of the big issues. And the DLC will also help, because through the home designing, that'll definitely also provide some periodic goals to work towards. There are plenty of other things to go over in the update, like all the updated apps, and some of the other new features. But we will be going over those next time, which will be, in my time, Saturday. So, we are going to, call it here for now. Next time you start the game, you will begin from your home. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Animal Crossing New Horizons.